championship implications all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of the season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Moore with the play fake. Got it. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
More to the air again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
does a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you down.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picks up the first down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. First down and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration And they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Dante Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Moore will throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job execute.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. Make a play on the squib kick just inside the 25. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Tavian St. Clair. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. A pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So,
and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. St. Clair. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Gets away from one, finds room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to play match.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing more. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the point after is good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So dangerous as a return man, and you see why there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
There's a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's more to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Moore will throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Now here's Moore. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the middle. Wide out trying to get it in.
That is is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dante Moore. He's moving out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Tavian St. Clair. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Moore. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
St. Clair fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Under fire. Wide open downfield. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The give on the option. Finding open areas. Turning it on.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Take clear to throw for it on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open on the left. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
And he muffs it, a loose football. Scoop up the squib kick just inside the 20. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go with a direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Ducks will try to put one. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, St. Clair. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Makes a catch. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Tavian St. Clair makes the catch. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Jackson. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. St. Clair got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late.
The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. The run inside. It's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The field goal is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing St. Clair. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's St. Clair. Notice he turned that loose down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us.